Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Utah Moses here to give you my DVD review for the film The Iron Giant. So the film took place in 1950s Rockwell, where a giant metal man has landed on Earth, and a boy who has discovered him goes by the name of Hogarth Hughes, finds out that he's pretty much harmless, and he doesn't know what to do with him, so he hides him at a junkyard where he feeds on metal. That's right, this one does get hungry. While an FBI agent is trying to hunt him down and trying to find out if he's any harm or not. So, this is one of my favorite non-Disney movies that I like to watch a lot all the time. In fact, I used to rent out The Iron Giant several times at my elementary school library until I accidentally lost it. Don't ask me how I lost it, it just happened. So anyway, the movie is very enjoyable for a family flick, and I think it's pretty much unappreciated, and I like the theme of it being influenced by The Day the Earth Stood Still's intergalactical warning about the global warnings of military weapons being used upon themselves. So anyways, for the voices, you have Jennifer Aniston as the mom of the boy Hogarth Hughes, who I thought did a decent job. And you also have Hogarth as well, who was done by Eli Marienthal, I think his name is. He's pretty unknown, but I thought he was great doing the voice for him. You also have Harry Connick Jr. for Dean, the owner of the junkyard, and Chris McDonald as the FBI agent Kent Mansley, who is a pretty funny villain halfway through it. And how the characters were written, they weren't like Disney-based characters where they were just happy, they were happy-going and all that. They were pretty serious, and they didn't make them seem like little mischief makers or anything like that. Now, as for the voice of the Iron Giant, believe it or not, he's done by Vin Diesel, who you may know him later on when he was in the Fast and the Furious movies, and I can see that if you really think about it, because who else would you find for the characters to say words like rock, tree? You would probably think of Vin Diesel for that kind of scene.
See this? This is called a rock. Rock. Good. Yes. No. That is a tree. Rock. Tree. Get it? That's right!
I thought his overall voice work was done great, and how they fit the Iron Giant, a three-dimensional character, into a 3D environment, I thought it was done perfectly, while a lot of animated films before then was the other way around, where it's a three-dimensional environment with 2D characters in it. And Brad Bird was the director of The Iron Giant, who went on to making Pixar films like Ratatouille and The Incredibles, and I just thought he did a great job following the modern times of Rockwell, or Roswell, I think it was based on, and I just like how he set up the whole story, and the dark undertones he added to the film, like that reminiscent Bambi scene where the giant has found a dead deer that was killed by the hunters, and when he started to fight against the military. And I just thought the part when he turns into a giant walking weapon was really badass to me. And pretty much the Iron Giant is a child who pretty much doesn't know about Earth, and basically learns how morality works on Hogarth's planet along with his language. And they form an very much unlikely friendship because the two characters literally came from different worlds, and you pretty much accept them for the misfit characteristics that's being introduced. I mean, the Iron Giant, well, he's a giant metal man, and Hogarth likes to collect wild animals and try to make him his friend because he can't find any at the school he goes to. And they pretty much form this Elliot and E.T. kind of relationship that a lot of us just like. So overall, the Iron Giant is a rare gem to animated films, especially 2D ones, and this is one that you should definitely check out. Out of 5, I give it 4.5 out of 5. Don't miss this for anything else. If you can find it, download it, whatever. I just want you to check this out. Now on to the special features, and this is the special edition, so let's see what's on here. We have a feature-length commentary by director Brad Bird, head of animation Tony Fusel, story department head Jeff Lynch, along with the commentary, 8 amazing additional scenes, including alternate opening and Giant's dream sequence, 13 branching mind documentary segments, Bird and creative consultant Teddy Newton, I'm just reading this off here, the movies Annie Meets Kent and Duck and Cover, and the voice of the Giant featuring Brad Bird and Vin Diesel, still galleries, and a couple of theatrical trailers. So you get some decent features on here. So that's all for this review. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.